Draymond Green says Dak Prescott's a bum when the money is on the line. Is he right, or is he just being loud? Let's separate emotion from evidence. Let's talk Dallas's deadline doubles. And let's ask the only question that really matters. Can Dak flip the script for 2026? Welcome into the Dallas Cowboys Daily Blitz podcast. I'm IndyCar Tim. Make sure you're subscribed, drop us a 5-star review, and tell a friend who's doom-scrolling Dak takes right now to come in and join us. I think we need a little bit of context first on this. Of course, Dak signed a 4-year, $240 million contract. It's easy for me to say. Obviously, I didn't sign one. Contract extension before the 2024 season. That's $60 million a year average. And since then, Dallas has gone 6-10-1. He missed 9 games that same season in 2024 with that hamstring injury. This year, the Cowboys 3-5-1. The offense has produced. The defense has cratered, and the season is teetering on the brink. Now, Draymond Green, of course, from NBA and I guess podcast fame, lit a match calling Dak a bum on, I guess, one of his I don't know how many podcasts he has. I don't follow it. But you know what? I'm not going to tell you what he said. Let's listen to what Draymond Green said about Dak Prescott on one of his shows here recently.
Dak's a bum. Oh,
Dak's not a bum. He's an MVP candidate.
Yeah, that's fine. He getting some numbers and they stink. Dak's a bum.
He's not a bum, dog. He's a really good quarterback.
No, he's a bum. They'll never win with that.
You're too smart and you know too much about football to say Dak Prescott's a bum.
I won 4 championships, Jordan. So you got to understand, when I say bum, I'm not saying Dak Prescott isn't a good NFL quarterback. Of course he's a good NFL quarterback. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying when the money's on the line, when it's for all the marbles, who are you? He a bum.
I totally disagree.
Yeah,
I totally
what
disagree.
has he done in those moments? Been a bum.
He is.
He's been a bum in the moments, Jordan. When they had their best team, best offensive line in the league, they had all that to get to the playoffs, and he a bum.
But the story isn't fully written yet.
It's pretty written because now he's making $65 million, and it's way harder to win. Like, you got to be so, like, Patty Mahomes good to be, like, that highly paid and still go win. Like, that's a very hard thing to do. Like, it's over.
All right. I'll let him get their little credits in there. Look, first of all, Dak's not making 65, Draymond. He's making 60. But your point is well taken. Look, is he a bum when the money's on the line? In all truthfulness, if you want to break it down that way, you could probably say that. He did clarify that Dak is a good quarterback overall, but not when it matters most. Here's my take. The delivery is spicy, makes for good internet shorts, and I guess good podcasts on my end. And it's a fair question. How does Dak perform in the biggest of games when the leverage is the highest? Playoff exits, in-game sequences, 2-minute drills. Those are the kind of things that write reputations. If you're the highest paid player in the league, you don't get graded on good. You get graded on Super Bowls, playoff wins, NFC championship games, all of that good stuff. Excuse me, I'm all choked up over this. So what's fair? Dallas hasn't cleared the January bar with Dak. That's fair. Also fair, late game turnovers, stalled drives in the playoffs. Also fair. Protection issues. We're going context matters here. A defense that allows 31 points per game this year. A coaching carousel on the defensive side and literally in the whole organization that hasn't exactly been a cheat code. That's all fair. So what's wrong with this? Well, I'm going to call Draymond Green a bit lazy. Lazy is pretending that quarterback is a solo sport when it comes to football. Also lazy, ignoring that Dallas just spent real capital to fix the spine of the defense because they know that giving Dak more stops is the fastest way to fix clutch outcomes. Has this season been Dak's fault? No, of course not. He's performed. His co-host Jordan there said that Dak's playing at an MVP level. He's an MVP candidate. He's absolutely right. And now you've got the trade deadline moves. Quinnen Williams, Logan Wilson. These weren't just window dressing moves. this was kind of an admission, I think, from the organization. Dallas's defense forced Dak into shootouts and hero ball, which he has no business being a part of and trying and attempting. Williams, next to Kenny Clark's defense there in the pocket. You put Wilson on the second level with the linebackers. It's going to make this defense so much better. And if the defense can get off the field in reasonable number of plays, Dak's clutch sample can get cleaner, but there's going to be a catch here. And that catch is that time is not on the side of the Cowboys. They're 3-5-1. At least if you want to do something this year, they're 3-5-1, and you're kind of threading a needle. Dak's going to be 32 this year. And this league is ruthless. You don't win arguments, you win games. The narrative won't shift in November. It'll shift on 3rd and 7 in the fourth quarter in December when the season is on the line. What does it all come down to? What do the Cowboys need? They need first down success, something you haven't seen from the offenses in the last couple of games. You need red zone success. I don't like going forward on 4th down on the opening drive when you just need points on the board, and it was embarrassing against the Cardinals. But the defense put so much pressure on the offense to do something. I understand. I get Brian Schottenheimer's dilemmas here. So you've got to have your defense delivering extra stops, at least 2 extra stops per game here. That can flip the score, flip the game in one-score outcomes for sure, something Dallas has not been able to do. And you know what? If Dallas can do this, first down success, red zone success, defensive stops, just like everybody else, Dak's clutch tape's going to look a lot better. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think. Draymond Green, fair criticism, over the top, whatever you want to call it. Drop your comments in the video here and let me know what you guys think. Look, if you're going to be riding with Dak as your QB1, tell me one thing this team needs to do over here in the next 2 weeks for us to believe that this team's got a chance. Really, you've only got Philadelphia in the division to compete with, and they're continuing to make moves. I don't know what the hell they're doing over there. I don't even like to talk about it. But let me know. If you want Dak to succeed this year, you guys tell me, what do you think the Cowboys need to do for Dak? Have they already done it on defense? Let me know. This is the Dallas Cowboys Daily Blitz podcast. I'm IndyCar Tim. Like, subscribe, share with your Cowboys fan and your family and in your friend group. And put us in your group chat with those guys who only text during interceptions. Until next time, boys and girls, we'll see you.